Okay, I think we're good. Merry Christmas, Taco Bell. Got that popped up. Yeah, so, wasn't really sure what I was going to do tonight, but I figured, because I'm so close to maybe finishing these guys up, that I'm just going to continue with the Tyrannid kill team and get those guys looking all nice and painted. So yeah, all I got to do tonight is more dry brushing the brown on and going through there. I'm doing well this evening. I've actually had a good weekend so far. Which reminds me, I hope all of you are having a good weekend as well. I have completed a little bit of what I set out to do today. I'll probably just use that instead. I know I said yesterday, like, I want to go on a hike and go hang with friends and all that, so I completed some of my tasks I set out. Also did a little bit of moving today. I did see the Peppermint Screamer Killer. I did see that. I was kind of surprised how far out its claws kind of go on the model, but I have not seen many models from like the 90s or 80s. So it always kind of shocks me a little bit to know like that's where GW like quality used to be. So we have definitely big upgrades from back then, I would say. But, you know, they could only make models with what they had at the time. So I can't hold them at fault for that. Yeah, they really kind of were, like, silly looking from what I've seen. I guess I'm stuck in my throat, it feels like. But depending on where we get at with this tonight, might even switch to something different, because I don't really have any other models besides these to do right now. Oh, I did get to play a little bit of Warhammer today with a friend. Not one that I did the Chaos Kill team for. I'm trying to get another friend interested in playing. And it's hard to read his face whenever it comes to strategy games. He's very good at hiding his emotions when playing. I get excited and want to talk about it and all that stuff, and he has never really played this stuff before. I don't know if he's even watching right now or not. The Hive Tyrant has not changed. That'd be surprising. But yeah, oh shoot, I did not send myself this, but I used the Warhammer introductory box that I got a while ago to play with him, and I played the Space Marines, and I got my butt kicked. I got the special one where it comes with Titus, and it's very... It probably could be fair to Titus if I played smarter, but once you make one bad decision, it just kind of goes down from there. Does this show up better now? I think this brown shows up better than the one last night. What's up, JJ? Oh, as a heads up, I don't know if we'll be continuing with the Saturday streams. If I do Saturday, it'd be way earlier in the day, which then would affect my schedules. But I'm saying that because some friends that I game with, it's either on Fridays or Saturdays, and one of them can't do Fridays. So it's like, we can only do Saturdays. And I'm like, that kind of sucks for me a little bit, but I get it because I like gaming with these guys. But I don't know. I could do a Sunday. I don't know how many people would really tune up. I kind of just have a schedule I've been sticking with, and I don't want to switch it up. I have to look at this channel as like a TV broadcast channel. And if there's certain days that I do stream like every week, people kind of get used to it. Yeah. No, I am going to switch the Saturday one. I'm just letting people know now. It's like, hey, this is switching up because I don't want my gaming group to stop playing. We've played some pretty good games together. We'd probably be playing Peak right now if I didn't have this, but because I've scheduled this like a week ahead or beginning of the week, I don't like switching it up last minute. But I will take a look at that Hive Tyrant real quick. Oh man. That's the same basic idea for the Hive Tyrant, but he's definitely changed from what he used to be. I do apologize about the shaking. I'm just trying to be quicker for myself and just dry brush on these blues and browns, which compared to last night, the blues kind of toned down a little bit on some of these models. Let me go from there. I am also going to snack on something. Actually, with the friend that I did play today, I feel like he'd be a really good Tyrnid player. Every time I've played like a strategy game with him, with it being chess or like other board games like that, he always thinks quite a few moves ahead. And I've heard Tyrnid, like playing Tyrnids is really difficult, or at least can be. So maybe painting up all these models, I'll let him borrow them if we play bigger games. Yeah, well, you better still clean your room. I don't want Nurgle in this house. I will admit, Death Guard models do look really good. And if I got Death Guard models, at least like they're big Terminator guys, I would probably convert them into an AOS model of some sort. Oh, I can't even do the other models I worked on a while ago. I literally put those away. I think the only Warhammer models I have in here are just my Tyranids that I have on the table. I'm kind of realizing like I just packed up all my stuff for streaming in the future, and I'll have to pull out stuff. It's hard to get people in the Warhammer Taco Bell because it's such a big price point. Um, and all that. You might be better app of like letting him borrow some models that you have and playing a game with those to see if he enjoys it. Or moving to a smaller game like Kill Team or another skirmish game that he could dip his toes into and then convince him that way. Another brown, it's very hard to see the change in color, but there is a change happening. I'll bring it up to the camera a little bit more. Oh, that is really quick. Did I say something about spelling? I didn't think I said the word spelling until now. Oh, okay. Okay. I need to add some more paint to it, but this guy is close. Aren't a lot of the old models like cast out of metal? That's why they're so heavy. like my favorite kind of Carnifex, I think the one that just like has a tyrannid bursting out of a sack in front of it. I'm not really a fan of the one that carries a gun. I think the legs on it look a little weird. So if I was to build like a Carnifex, I'd have to change around some of the model limbs and stuff. Oh, okay. No, I got it confused with the Carnirex. I definitely like the Carnifex. My bad. I want to get the Carnifex at some point. I don't know why I was confusing it with the Carnirex or whatever. Like it's a four-limbed guy that has a gun. That's what I was confusing it with. I want to get two of them and have them for my army. But I think it only makes one model per box. I have to look up that real quick and find out. I definitely make old One Eye and paint it in my color scheme. And if he can lead an army, then I will lead an army with him. Let me look up real quick the price because I'm actually pretty damn curious. Yeah, they have one with a gun and one with the pointy spears. I'd probably just do like the points, not even give one a gun. Oh, it contains two. Two for $105. Yeah, I'll have to throw that into my next time I go shopping for models. The guy that runs the Ferris wheel, I got confused there first. Oh, JD said, I was going to say the guy who runs the Ferris wheels, I got confused with carnies. I will definitely post a picture when I do get one or paint it. It probably won't be till like after I move and stuff. There's not been any for sale at any of the stores I've gone to, so it really should be something I order off of their website. This is probably going to be way too much paint for what I'm about to do. Oh, no, it's actually worked out to be just enough. Yeah, I'm kind of actually on a backlog of like uploading stuff to Instagram that I've completed. Are they really only online only? Well, I've had them in my like shopping cart for GW for a while. Just haven't gone around to purchasing one yet because I figured, oh, I'll find one online or I'll find one in person and buy it that way over doing it online. But if they're online only, then I gotta look at my cart, see what I have, and decide if it's worth buying everything or not. Because there's a guard model that I want to get as well. That's on the list. The model I'm thinking of is like a tank that has a giant like ballistic cannon on it. Is it called the Basilisk? It might be called the Basilisk. Now I'm gonna go to. Oh, I got no. Excuse me. I have to go on to Sign in Warhammer and find it. Can I quickly find it if I look it up? Ah, it is called the Basilisk. Yeah, I want to grab one of those models at some point. You are more than welcome to share my channel with whoever you want to share with. I do not say like yes or no to people wanting to promote me. If you enjoy my content that much that you want to share with other people, then yeah, go for it. I'm not going to hold you back on that. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing it. Or at least when you do it, I will say thank you and appreciate that. But no, you don't need to ask permission to like share a channel. If there's a channel that you like and you want to share with your friends, you should just share that channel. I talk to my friends about other YouTube channels that I like and try to recommend to them. And they do the same to me. Like one channel they've been, or at least they talked about a little bit is, I think his name is Wubby. Sometimes he'll do like Magic the Gathering stuff on his channel. And I know he's done streams where he like gambles on them, but it's only on certain websites because YouTube and Twitch doesn't allow that. Have I thought about trying out bat reps? What is a bat reps? I feel like I just fell into a D's nut joke. I was like, have you tried out bat wraps? Well, oh, no, I'm not going to finish that. I'm going to, one, stutter into saying it. Second, probably not appropriate to say it to begin with. You tried out bat wraps? How about I have bat wrap? No, I can't get to work. I can do it in my head, but I can't get to say out loud. If I had one of my buddies here, he could do it. Oh my god. So, I was having, like, brunch today with one of my friends. I would call my best friend if he's watching. I don't mind him hearing that, but him and his girlfriend were like on a walk, I guess, at some point, and they were playing Pokemon Go. And on most of their like walk or hike, he was turning the Pokemon's names into like sexual puns. And some of them were pretty damn hilarious. Not ones I recommend people going out there and trying. Oh, battle reports. I'm not sure how to do battle reports. Are you saying like I put something... Okay. Let me Google it before I keep asking more questions. Not that I don't want you guys to answer these questions. But I don't know if it'd be something that, like, Warhammer, you send in, and then they do, or if it's, like, a battle report of, like, what you've done your own thing. I mean, I thought about recording some like Warhammer games I do with friends. Hold on, I have a feeling my music is... No, I'm only halfway through my music. I thought about like recording some games I do with friends and then doing like a battle report after the fact, or like how my army's done against another army that someone was running. Yeah, I definitely would do that. I have one friend I want to do that with, but it's been hard to schedule time with him to do it. It's the same guy that I'm doing the kill team, or I did the chaos kill team for. Actually, I'm gonna message that mother trucker and see if he wants to hop in on stream. Why are you swearing, Taco Bell? What are you swearing about? But no, I've definitely thought about doing battle reports. I think it'd be fun. You just realized you have to change your disability scanner? No, diabetic. That's diabetic, not disability. He just responded. Yeah, diabetes. I realized it was diabetes after the fact. Damn, yeah, go get that change. Go worry about your health. Your health is more important than sitting here and watching YouTube. There are rules I have that I tell my friends and people that are more important than anything else you have going on. If I want to hang out with friends, so one that I tell a lot to my friends is like, if you have a personal like thing that is like family or loved ones or like a medical stuff. God. Guys, take care of your health. Your health is more important. I know I know insulin is expensive, but your health is important. Yeah, go take care of your health. I don't want to see you back here unless you are done doing that stuff. I mean, I should be the one talking. I'm not the healthiest person in the world, but like I said, I did go for a hike today, which actually felt a lot better. I did this hike in the beginning of the summer, and it was brutal on me after just coming out of winter and not being very active. And doing the hike today, I'm like, wow, this hike is actually really easy compared to like how it was before. I mean, I do work an active job to begin with, so I'm like, cool, my body's conditioned to being more active. Now I just got to keep being that active person throughout the winter. Which is really hard when you get like over 2 feet of snow through the whole winter. I don't know how many inches we got in total this past winter. But I don't want that much again. Yeah, we've had some snowstorms where it's just like, oh, you're going to get 18 inches in like overnight. And I worked 2 straight days trying to remove snow. Which is part of my problem of like I want to do something different than what I currently do for work because I don't want to do that again this winter and I need to move forward in life and do that. I actually had a really good heart-to-heart with my buddy today. More he talked, but he feels the same way that I feel, so I felt good knowing I wasn't the only one. But we're both feeling that we need to do something different and we need a little bit of change. But he's suffering through... I won't say suffering. Suffering is the wrong word. He's going to be dealing with a little bit more change than I would be. Or will be. I mean, we're both going to be moving, but he's also leaving his job currently, and that's by choice. He does not like his job, and I do not blame him for the things that he's complained about to me with it. So this is a good opportunity for him to go and head toward like a city where more of our friends are at and there's more people around, more stuff to do. I want to move toward that city as well. The hard part is like, oh, I want to find an apartment down there, but I don't have a job down there. But then I want to get a job down there, but I don't have a place to live down there because it's so long a drive. I mean, an hour for me is what I consider a long drive. Just kind of doing daily stuff, but some people that's just an everyday occurrence. I know there's one guy, or my current DM for my game, he drives an hour every day to his job. And that's just what he does. I give him props. He must really love what he does, because I don't know if I would drive an hour every day to a job. Well, I say that. I've driven an hour to jobs before, but where my job is located has never been an hour away from me. A 9-minute drive is much better than a 60-minute drive. I think I currently have like a 10-minute drive, maybe less. No, maybe more. I think it's more. It'll definitely be more once I move, and that's why I'm not really happy about moving. But it'll be nice where I'm moving to. Oh, there it is. I know I said this in the beginning, and I'll say it again. I hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. I hope everyone's had a good week. And that they're able to at least relax and do something fun this weekend. Or whenever their next day off is. Because I know not everyone has weekends off. I wish you the best of luck, Dorzo. I do hope you are taking, like, not on your days off, but, like, when you get off work, I hope you're at least, like, resting up, recuperating the best you can. Because people aren't meant to work like 24/7 or just a bunch of hours in a row without days off or breaks. I take a lot more breaks and vacations now than I used to. I didn't take a vacation for 3 straight years once. And it wasn't pointed out to me until my parents sat me down and were like, hey, you've been working like 3 years in general. This was also the time I was like invited to a wedding in another country. And I was debating about going or not. And then they told me, like, they kind of opened my eyes, like, hey, you've been working like constantly. You should go off and do something like for vacation wise. And that kind of opened my mentality of like, I don't want to work my entire life away. I want to do like fun stuff. So I say that, and the summers I don't feel like I do enough. I have done cool stuff that I will say, but I almost really wish like every other day I was doing something cool or fun. Can't really remember everything I did today, but I know I had a good day. I know tomorrow I will be doing, or tomorrow I'll be playing Warhammer with someone I play from another Warhammer group I'm a part of. I'll probably get my butt kicked. I'm kind of regretting scheduling it now just because of the time. But I really haven't played. Probably spending more time painting up this guy than I should be, but no, I'm kind of planning some trips right now. I know I said last time I'm planning. Oh, I think those three are done. Now I just do these guys. Yeah, I'll hit these guys up a little bit. Definitely planning a camping trip in September. I'm going to do that no matter what. I'm going to take 4 days off, find a campground, and just do that. But I want to do it with some friends. I want to do a trip to Canada. I'm like a day's drive away from the Canadian border, and I've never been to Canada, and I think it'd be really cool to go. I want to go with The buddy I met up with today, and go with two friends that are from the Canadian border. Dorsa says, I'm done with vacations this year, but I'm still thinking of what I want to do. Finally, I'm getting 3 weeks on vacation. Um, I'd say do whatever the hell you want, which you're already planning on doing. Whether you catch up on stuff around your home that you need to do, or honestly, you could do like a staycation too. You don't have to travel like far. There are interesting things to probably do in your town or city that you're in. Like where I live, it's called like vacation land, pretty much. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss much there, Taco Bell. If my mom doesn't want to go to Hawaii, I might go back to Japan. I think either one of those sound like a really fun trip. Hawaii would be cool to check out at some point in my life, but it's not on the top of my list. Japan is definitely at the top of my list. I mean, I'm still single, so I feel like I should do a lot of these trips now, but the people I want to do these trips with are not single. They all have relationships. So I'm like, ah, I guess I might have to do these trips on my own. Ah, that does happen. That can happen. They are adults, or we are. I think most of us are adults in here. I mean, hopefully you still get to meet up with your best friend and hang out every once in a while. I know it's definitely tough when you get older trying to make time to hang out with everybody and do stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of figuring out there's a few people in chat that pop in here and there that are not not over the age of 18 or 21. A solo vacation's fun. I did that once to go visit a friend, and I had to learn how to keep myself busy in the little bit of like in the in between parts of like what do I want to do today. That's the part I have a hard time on is like I like traveling with someone because then I don't have to think on it as much. But then it just means when I do travel, like I'm not as skilled kind of doing it. I think it is working. Talk about, I know I'm already talking to one that's under the age of 18. I will admit, there's certain things that, like, people do at certain ages that just kind of give them away of their age. It's not a bad thing. I'm not disking anyone on it. I just, when I see it and I realize it, I have to be a little more adult than I probably want to be while on stream. Try not to swear as much. I mean, I don't think I swear as much in the beginning, but I'm definitely loosening up on stream a little bit more with my language. I try not to say anything too weird or out of place, I guess. Like, sometimes if I just start rambling, I might say something that might not be appropriate. Especially, like, when I'm with my friends, I might just say something, and then they'll catch on to it, and I'm like, what? Oh, and then I try to dig myself out of the hole, and then it's not as... I end up in a situation I don't like to be in. Sometimes the filter doesn't work. That could also be... I'm saying, wow, I covered up most of that contrast paint. And that actually worked out really well. Like, I'll show a little difference. This is hit with contrast paint and that dark brown we did last time. I think in spots here and there. This was hit with the contrast paint, but then I did the dark brown and the light brown on top. They look very similar, but this one looks a little more uniformed, and this one not so much. So, yeah, that is where we're at with that. I'm going to snack on something else real quick. I don't know how many of you guys actually cook for yourselves in chat, but you ever, like, run out of stuff in the pantry and you're, like, really hungry, so you're like, I'm going to throw these random ingredients together, and you make some of, like, some of the most bomb-ass food. I can certainly do 2 streams a week at 6 p.m. I mean, I was doing 3. I chose to do 7 to give myself more time. Because I get out of work at 5, and then I have to, like, if I'm streaming at 6, rush here, try to make something to eat, and then get stream set up. I pushed it back to 7 to give myself more time And also, so I can do some of my other, I don't want to call them hobbies, but they're like priorities that I have. It's why I switched this week to being a later stream time. No, it's fully fair to ask. Like, I'm still figuring out a time that works for myself and all that. I definitely will. One of these days, I'll have like an early morning stream that I'll do like for people that. I think it'd be more for people that are overseas that I do that for. Or anyone that would just prefer an early stream. Look at that. Okay, that is a much brighter color than before. I mean, I don't mind starting at 6, like I was saying. It then means, like, oh, I stop at 10, and then I don't usually go to bed until 11 anyway, so then I have an hour to just do some other stuff. Oop, don't lose the mic. I'll pull that back. But it was just, it's a lot of convenience. I'm still figuring out everything, like I said. But yeah, if there's like things that happen or need fixing or suggestions, I want to know about it beforehand or something like that, because yeah, I mean that's fair. Besides your health, besides yourself, I know Hannibal, who pops in stream. He's over in Germany, and it's even later for him. So I fully get that. But like I said, I if you need to like go to sleep, go to bed, do all that stuff, I appreciate you wanting to be here and watch and take part in chat. But your health comes first before like any stream that I'm doing. Um, like I know during the week, it's not always beneficial for people to sit and watch a stream during the week, and the weekends are usually better, but everyone streams on weekends. So when you try to get more viewers, it's sometimes better to do it on a week when no one's really, you know, when other YouTubers and stuff aren't really doing it. So I am keeping all this stuff in mind when I make streams. And that's also why every stream I have, I'm not a big enough channel to have donations. In order for me, I think, to become a YouTube member and get donations, I need to have 500 subscribers. If you want to donate to me, I have a coffee account that people can donate to, but you don't have to. Like I say every stream, the only thing donations will do is it'll be put back into the channel to make the channel better. Whether that be I get a new camera, I get a new mic, I hire an editor so I can actually put out videos. That's all donations are going to do. You don't have to do that. Just having people here watching, talking, liking, and like subscribing, that is more than enough. Even just being a silent watcher. Like I know there's quite a few of you right now sitting there watching with it just in the background. I see you, and I appreciate you guys as well. Because you guys are sitting there when I'm here by myself, unsure what to say, and start talking to myself randomly. Start talking to the ghost in the... start talking to the ghost in the ceilings. So... With that also being said, for anyone that is new and watching, I do have a Discord that's completely free to join. You can be a part of the community. Yes, I see you, Hannibal. I feel like every time you appear, it's like when there's no one else here chatting, and you're just giving me someone to chat to. I appreciate it, but I do see you. It's not me to call you out in a negative way. It's just... I don't look at the views every single time, but I do pop in and just kind of look at it and be like, how am I doing today? Am I doing better than I was yesterday? And it's like, well, this one didn't really do too well, and it could be like whatever goddamn reason. My friend today, he made a good point of like, the views don't count that much. At least they shouldn't count. If I'm uploading and doing content, it should be for myself. And it is. It is for myself. Because I want every stream to be like me documenting my painting and creative journey, so I can go back and be like, this is where I started. This is where I'm at now. There we go. I have a P.O. box. I actually talked about this last night with Dorzo. If you go to the channel description, I've set the address up for my P.O. box, and people can start sending me mail. And if I get enough mail, I might open it on stream. So, yeah, these are thoughts I've already had and all that. I was in a little bit of a negative funk, and I'm better this week. Or I'm better today and yesterday. And I'm kind of focusing on... I gotta think of the next big thing for the channel. Honestly, I'm probably going to be considering hiring an editor, because I'm more busy myself. Like, I don't give... Could I edit a video and get stuff out? Yeah. But I think I'm just going to go on Fiverr and, like, hire an editor. Yes, you could send me that. You could send me that item you said. I don't know where I'd put it. I don't know if you can really, like, mail food in the postal service. I mean, would I say no to any food? No, I would not. Europe has some much better tasting food than the US does. I will not deny that. Hannibal. Sorry, I'm taking a little breaks to like eat something while I can. Hi, Rory. My dog came running in the room looking at me. Oh, I bet I know what's happening. Okay. Still have a few minutes before that ends. When you guys say like a sausage roll, like is it actually like raw sausage meat wrapped in like a pastry of some sort, or is it just like cooked sausage wrapped in a pastry? I have no idea what a sausage roll is. Okay. I'm at the point now that I'm done. Oh, wait, no, I'm not done. I didn't do your head. Your head needs it. I'll do that real quick. Hannibal, how much do your tables cost, out of curiosity? Sausage with bread around it. That just sounds like a... okay, I was going to call it a hot dog. Oh, like a corn dog. Okay. I would think it's more like a biscuit. So like what we consider a biscuit, like if you look up sausages and gravies and like the biscuits that those come on, I think, in my brain, they're wrapped in that kind of bread. It's flaky and buttery. Not like the UK biscuits that are like a scone or a cookie, something like that. Which I will say, I do have a favorite cookie snack that I found from France. I don't remember their name, but they're like a cookie and then like a thick layer of chocolate on top. And they have the image of like a pastry boy on the front. Oh, they were so good. They do sell them at like a store here in my town, but they don't taste as good as they do overseas just because we add too much stuff to our food. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking for a sausage roll. The tables you can see in Discord are around 90 pounds, but it was for a friend, so you took 300 pounds off. I'm just curious on how much it would cost me to have you build a desk. Not that I need a desk, I'm asking out of curiosity. It probably cost me like 1,500. Okay, I'm gonna look up that name real quick that you sent, Taco Bell. Oh, okay, I have a question. Do they have Taco Bells in the UK? Oh. You know what a sausage roll kind of looks like as well? We call them pigs in a blanket. They're a hot dog wrapped in like a crescent. I'm going to cut the music out before it goes to ads. They look like something called a pig in a blanket. It's like a little sausage. Can I have it made out of African mahogany? No, not actually. That'd be way too expensive. I do have a wooden desk that I want to use again at some point, but I just have to, I don't know, just get there. Or, there we go. Music's about to come back on. While the ad was playing, I was getting distracted. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm surprised not that much. Taco Bell's trying to get a deal here. Okay, I honestly think all I have left... Oh, I got touch up on some parts that did not get painted blue. But I think all I have left is just the green. And I probably could edge highlight as well. But I'm not sure if it really needs it. I mean, could it use it? Yeah, and it'd only be for the carapace. I think the body itself is fine. And then I do have the bases. It amazes me that most of my chat is from overseas. Like, I'm just curious where you all came from. You know what? I might say might. I'm actually going to do it this way. The old world. Honestly, yeah. I mean, Europe is a beautiful country to begin with, so I shouldn't complain about it. Like I've said before, I have a friend over in Europe, and I want to go visit him. Is my dry brushing brush the best thing to use for the speed paint? I think so. I think it is. Yeah, I know a lot of our towns are just named like new and then European town name. I did call Europe a country, probably. I did do that. I will not deny. I did call Europe a country. It is more a conglomerate of countries put together. I will mix German and French people together. Because if you go back in history, although... Okay, I'm going to get pedantic here. I should not argue with a person that's actually from... like Germany and from overseas in general. But back when the Romans were around, were there many different tribes? Yes. Did they fight each other? Yes. But France and Germany were considered one area by the Romans, and that was, I think, Germania? I think. So, by that logic itself and nothing else, you guys are one country. Or was it Gaul? Was it called Gaul and not Germania? confusing French are mixing croissants with coffee. They are ruining their own food. I guess they could be. I got this fly back. But no, you're all different countries with your own unique personalities and cuisines and cultures, and that needs to be respected and all that. So, my tongue slipped when I called Europe a country, but I will pull the dumb American card. The U.S. is a bunch of countries just deciding to be united. Like, Europe could definitely be. Oh, Germania was a city. Okay. Okay. Then was I thinking of like what they call Galway? I forget what they called the Germans back in like Rome, like what they called that area. I'm not going to disagree that there weren't like separate tribes and that they weren't all the same people. Like they were all different people. Galway is God, I am messing up so much on my history, but I don't know. I should probably just be quiet before I make Americans look any worse than we already look. Because I know the rest of the world is just watching us like, what the hell is going on over in America right now. I'm curious what the hell is going on here in America. I'm curious now. Gaul. The word I was looking for was Gaul. Gaul. And the Romans did call. Did they what? I just googled it for myself. Okay, so France was called Gaul, and I guess I'm not going to talk anymore on the subject. I will look into it a bit later. It makes me okay. I guess it makes me feel better that the rest of the world is also dealing with their own issues. But other than that, I don't know. I don't want to get political on the channel at all. Animals. What's my favorite animal? Or just animals in general? I'm gonna wait if this is to me or if this is to Taco. I mean, I'd be happy to answer that. Ripper Swarm. The Ripper Swarm. Worm is your favorite animal. That's funny. Do you know what a Ripper Swarm is, Hannibal? If you don't know what it is, it's a tyrannid unit in Warhammer 40k. They're little like bug guys that clean up after the tyrannids come in. I'll pull up an image real quick. Okay. It's probably going to get really large. Okay, goodbye, Jake. It was nice to see you. I hope you have a good rest of the evening. I'm going to add an image real quick. There it is. It's probably going to get really big. So this is what a Ripper Swarm is. Nah, you have a nice evening. No, you have a nice evening. You have a nice evening, bud. Set those down there. But, yeah, Hannibal, that's what a Ripper Swarm is. And now I will remove it. Okay, what did Jake just say? I am not... Hey, we are adults here. We are not going to be swearing. I'll have Chaos on the docket next week, okay? I'll have Chaos Terminids. I'll have Chaos Terminators and Abaddon on the docket next week. Maybe. I do want to do, like, a 40-day challenge of trying to paint 2,000 points of Space Marines. But, yeah. I do kind of feel bad for you, Jake. You're watching... Good night, Taco. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I do feel bad because you're here for Chaos, but I don't paint Chaos. It's not any of my armies, and it's not gonna be any of my armies anytime soon. Do I want to do a Chaos one? Yeah. I'll do a Chaos Age of Sigmar army. I think that's what I'll do instead of, like, 40k ones. You've committed to the bid so hard you forgot who you really are. To my knowledge, your name is Jake. You have amazing Warhammer lore for your Chaos Space Marines. You like harassing me when there's no chaos here? That is who I've learned so far. And just, I can't even say that word. Existential crisis. There we go. I had to, like, work myself into saying that. All I'm doing right now, just for those curious, is I am taking some speed paint and just throwing it over the white paint. I paint to forget, but I still remember. No true words ever spoken right there. No true words spoken. I have a strong feeling that we've reached the cap of this channel. I don't think we're going to grow past 200. I have a strong feeling on that. Will I maybe one day? Probably. Will me complaining about it make it any better? No. Remember the Alamo. There you go, Jake. There's your other Chaos Enjoyer. The same guy I did the Chaos Army for. Or the Chaos Models for, I should say. I do gotta do more of his army at some point. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do next is all the green for these models. Okay. I feel like that's an insult to you there, Afro. You need to hop on stream here and, like, tell Jake how you really feel. Yeah. I'm trying to shake up some paint so it actually... 200's not the cap, it's a temporary plateau. Yeah, it definitely is a temporary plateau. I forcibly have to shake that really well. No, that's true. Keeping your emotions locked up is not healthy. Amazing. I love to read it in chat. Chat is nothing but a bunch of angry siblings toward each other. Or really, they're just a hive mind that can't seem to agree on anything. God, I completely forgot what I was going to call, like, my little chatters. I think I was going to put up to a poll at some point, or we came up with a name, and I just forgot what it was. You guys want to be called the Swamp Monsters? That's not a name I want to call you guys randomly. I could call you guys the Voices. Be like, yeah, don't mind me. I'm just going to talk to the Voices real quick. The Voices. I mean, that's just how I think about it. Like, I'm just talking to myself here with the voices in my head. The voices in my chat. They haunt me every day. They keep wanting to show me these Warhammer models they have, but I just... One is the voice obsessed with chaos, and has a weird vendetta against the French. What's your problem with the French? The French have done nothing to anyone ever. Don't look at history. History lies to you. Don't believe it. They're unnatural. Honestly, their country felt unnatural. Like, it felt unnaturally pleasant there. I felt like I was walking through, like, a Fey trap, and I didn't want to leave. And I couldn't understand anything that was being said, but I enjoyed every second of it. This brush is freaking destroyed. It's now a dry brush at this point. They put too many letters in their words. Oh, so I found out there's a Canadian country, or not, there's a Canadian proverb that uses just French words for their signs and stuff like that. Like, everything has to be in French. And people are calling them out on it because, one, not every company produces products that are in French. Yeah, I said proverb. It's pronounced... God, what's happening? Oh, it's Providence. Okay. Each Canadian region, how about that? Or their state, county, country, whatever frickin' word you want to use for it. I think it's the one right above me because I believe it's Quebec. Like, there's a town in Quebec that they are only going to... Yeah, region works. I got a bunch of gremlins in chat today. But, yeah, I only saw it because it was about a Warhammer store. Was like, we're not going to be able to show off Warhammer in the front, our biggest moneymaker, because they don't make products in French. It's all English. And even their stop signs is like in French. But the French word for stop is stop. I mean, it's spoken with a French accent, but it's still the same. And I only know that because I was reading the comments in that video. And they're like, they're changing words they don't need to change because they're the same words in English. Someone in Discord just asked for advice because they drink 5 monsters and they can't sleep. Was that you, not Joel? What was that you that just said that in Discord? At the same time, your message popped up and it looks like a job for me. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll stop being the annoying American. Here, how about the rest of the stream I just mute myself? And then you guys can just deal with that. Yes. Yes, I'm really muted. Don't ignore us. Oh, God. I will ignore you, Hannibal, as much as I want. I will ignore you as much as I want. I don't have to listen to the voices in my head. If you couldn't tell, I actually like stopped painting and was laughing at you guys. Like in a good way, not in a bad way. No, I don't want to commune with the voices. They say weird things. Some of them are German. These voices are the only thing. Oh my god, that's funny. That is funny. As much as this would be cool to do as a career, I don't know if I'll ever get to doing this as a career. I feel like I'm at the point of my. I mean, is it possible? And would it be awesome if it was? Yeah. But I don't think this will ever become a career for me. I mean, I would love for it to be, but like I was saying earlier, I'm doing these streams for me as much as I'm doing them for you guys. Although I will admit, there are some people that I'm like, you know what? I got people that actually care about what I'm doing, so I am doing it for other people than just me. Go in, buy a tine, paint it with only peanut butter. Do it, you won't know balls. How did you know Jake, I don't like how you know my medical history here. You know too much about my medical history. Ah, Taco Bell was the one that drank all the Monster. My suggestion for you, Taco Bell, is go run a 30K. Run a 30K and back. So that means run 15 kilometers from your house and 15 kilometers back. Hey, keep some EpiPens on standby and just keep slapping it on. Wear a ventilation mask. Oh my lord. You guys are spicy today. Who let you guys in the spice drawer? You guys ever seen the movie Gremlins? Like, do you guys know that movie? It might have been just an American movie. Oh, God. I am dealing with gremlins. Yeah. You guys are a bunch of gremlins. That's what you are tonight. You're nothing but gremlins. It's loved here and beloved. Okay, that's good to know. Someone fed Joel past midnight. Feed me. I need more. Taco Bell. Buddy, are you okay? You're saying you need more. It's after midnight here and I got wet. Jesus. Monster help. Oh my lord. If there's too much spamming of one thing, I might have to like time someone out. Not that I don't like you guys making jokes and being funny. Just don't need the full chat being like that. Yeah, Joel, what helps when you drink too much Monster? Splurt. Yeah, that was a Futurama drink, wasn't it? Okay, I need a thinner brush, but I will worry about that later. I thought the name of the drink from Futurama was like Slurm. Hey, you are fine, Taco Bell. I get it. You're full of energy and you were trying to find a way out of it. I hope you get some sleep, man. And yeah, I fully get it. I just didn't want it to be too annoying for anyone else. The costume, I actually haven't worked on it anymore since that little bit. I did like a bit of work on it, and then I've done like nothing for 3 weeks. I keep looking at all the pieces. It's looking at me and judging me. But I need to get working on it. I don't have a workshop anymore because I moved out of my friend's garage. It was like for good things. It was just like I pretty much had to pick up the entire equipment setup every time I was done in there. And that's kind of hard to do when you have to move an anvil and a forge every single time to like out of the way. So I'm back. I mean, I have a spot that I can do it, but yeah. Yeah, procrastination is a hell of a demon. I'm trying to be better about procrastination. Like today, I was trying to be better. Tomorrow, I'm even going to try to be more on top of it. That's how we help. Okay, now it's just your tongue. I'm tempted to cancel my Warhammer game tomorrow and do other things that I think are more important than play Warhammer. I mean, I haven't played in quite a few months. Ooh. Okay, old man. Best of luck with that Tylenol. At the same time, I haven't played a proper game of Warhammer in quite a bit, and if I show up at the guy's place like, hey, I'd like to at least do a quick game because I have other things I do want to get done today. Yeah, I want to play Warhammer. I mean, why do you think I'm painting up these models for? It's not just to look nice on the shelf, even though they will look nice on the shelf. Like, there's a game that I want to also play. And talked with someone Friday about doing a game. But now I'm like, I got some other responsibilities that I should get done. That's what I need. Like, some of those responsibilities is I have. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do it tomorrow, no matter what. I'm just complaining about it to complain about it. I'm not really good at scheduling my time. I've never been good at that, and I need to be better about that now. Fuck, the responsibilities are animals. I have animals that I need to take care of. I mean, I did schedule the game for 10, and if I can tell the guy, like, can we finish by 3, I should be good. I wasn't planning on doing that to the animals. Taco Bell, can you put it back on? Like, that's a serious question. Like, is it something that just gets taped on, or is it like a thing that's not supposed to kind of fall off? Um, I would stop messaging and talking to us and go get an adult if you have one, or another person to help you. I am not a medical professional. It moved around while you're trying to sleep. Fair enough. I don't know what to say or do to help you because I'm not a... Okay, good. He said earlier the scanner is for his diabetes. I mean, not to speak for Taco Bell, but it is public up in the chat if you scroll up. So that's why I'm saying it. Okay. No, the big Tyrannid does not have a name yet. Oh, I mean it kind of does. I did kind of say a name a little bit ago. But I haven't like thought of it any more than that one time. I really wish I had the. How about Terry? Terry the Tyrannid? That might be a better name for like a smaller one. I wanted to name the bigger ones after like dinosaur or something. Like I was thinking Stratosaurus or like Stratorex for the big guy because he's got a frill and a horn and he stands on two legs like a Tyrannosaurus. Terry Terrorblade. I'll leave it in the suggestions. Okay, idea that Hannibal just gave me. If I ever do like a Tyrannid army paint thing, like try to paint in 40 days, if we reach a certain like number in donations or something like that, chat gets to name the models. Maybe like to name a big guy would be like $30 and a small guy's $5. I feel like I'd run out of Tyranids very quickly if I did that. I wish I had the photo of how the game went with my friend, because it kind of went how I expected. I'll try to reenact it with what I have here on hand. So, this was the model I was using on the table. And now picture like eight to nine Tyrannid models just completely surrounding one model and watching as my buddy's rolling like, oh, he's rolling 16 dice. He's rolling 14 dice. He's rolling 12 dice. And I'm like saving on a few of them, but I'm slowly losing health little by little. Till finally I'm just completely like wiped out. Who was I painting? Was it you? It was you I was painting. I have the photo, and it looks badass, like, as a Space Marine scene for, like, a game and all that, but, it was kind of how it goes when it, whenever I play that induction box. Ugh. I'm gonna take a shower after this stream. It's smelling a little ripe and I don't like it. I know that's a weird thing to say on stream, but I have not made the schedule yet. I mean, this is Saturday. We'll see if I do another Saturday stream, just because my gaming friends want to do a game, like my video game friends. They want to do one today, but I'm like, I have a stream planned today at this time. I'm only able to do, like, these times. And they ask, like, when do you normally make your schedule for your stream? And I'm like, I make it Sunday or Monday. And that's usually what I go with for the week. It's to be determined, Hannibal. I will post it on YouTube again. I know there won't be one Monday. We'll maybe have one Tuesday. We'll most likely have one on Tuesday. It just won't be at 6. It'll be at 7, like the last one was. And we will have to figure out for the rest of the week, because for those that have been here and kind of know, a buddy of mine is opening a magic store. The name of his channel is Gaming Vitamins. He's been working on a magic store called Gathering Grounds. He's doing an opening on Wednesday for friends and stuff like that. And then I think he'll be officially open, like, that weekend. So my Mondays and Wednesdays, I'll be at the store playing Magic, hanging out with everyone in person. Which, if you come to the US and you go up to Maine and you look up Gathering Grounds and want to check out a Magic store, I'm going to recommend that one. It's going to be a pretty damn cool Magic store. I'm thinking we might do Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday? Maybe Sunday. We'll see. So, I don't know if that answers your question, Hannibal. I went into a long, roundabout way of answering it. All right. Good night, Hannibal. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to pop over to Facebook and see if I got a message, because I feel like I did. Okay, it was those guys. Okay, we're going to try and hit this with the green. What I haven't done anymore, I haven't streamed to Twitch in a little bit. I did it once and I haven't done it since, and I think I need to change that. I need to start double streaming again. I think that will help with some channel growth and see what I can do. If I double stream to Twitch as well, I mean, I streamed to Twitch once and I gained 2 viewers because the viewers I had on Twitch moved over to YouTube. I think Taco Bell came from YouTube and one other person did as well. Or no, came from Twitch. I mean, I don't think it would change the amount of views. It's just more putting myself on more platforms for people to find me. Because really, what I have to do is I have to advertise myself. Right now, I've just kind of been like a TV program that's opened, or that's on a channel, and randomly someone will find the channel and watch it for a little bit, and then just kind of go. Advertising myself is kind of the biggest thing. Also, changing up what I'm talking about, I just threw some green on that little bit of the carapace right there, and I think that looks pretty damn cool. Got that little, like, infected acid vine thing kind of going on. Excuse me. I wonder if I should have painted these hoses and the face. I should have done the face mask brown and the hoses green. At least that's what I'm kind of feeling I should have done. What I could do is I could paint like green around the inside to show like the acid getting ready to be spat out. It's got warp taint. I mean, maybe it's got warp taint. I don't know. Looking grimy in a good way. Ben, how long have you been in chat here? How much have you heard? Like, I'm curious if you heard anything that you weren't supposed to hear earlier. I'm not going to say what it was because I don't want to ruin it. Got a little ant crawling on my finger. There's an ant crawling on. Honestly, I feel like he would be the one to tell me to go get a therapist. Okay. I'll keep in mind that you're lurking. As long as you haven't heard anything about chaos stuff, I think we're good. I'll schedule a time next week. I'm assuming he's got headphones plugged in. I'll see what he's up to right now. He is currently playing... He's currently playing Warframe right now on Steam. I'm going to call him out on that. He's probably listening to, like, music and the stream and also what's going on in Warframe all at the same time. I don't think it matters what you guys say. It matters what I say is what he hears. I'm not repeating everything that you say, chat. Or voices. I should say voices now. I'm not repeating everything the voices say. It only matters if he goes over and he reads the stream after. Okay. Oh, did you guys see that ant that crawled on the model? It's still right there. Show yourself, ant. There you are. We got a bug crawling on my bug. I'm gonna leave him be. Oh, no! He's running away. Let's see, you got the green, you got the green, you need to be done up. Snack on some more stuff. Everything's been clipped. Great. Great. Actually, I have been holding in a surprise for you, Ben. Where's my water? What'd I do with my water? Oh, it's on my desk in front of me. I'm being blind. Yeah. I think we'll have a chaotic themed stream next week for the chaotic week I will have. So we'll get Afro and Jake's obsession with chaos settled. Well, more Jake's. Afro's not obsessed with chaos like he is. What's up, Matthew? Hope you're having a good evening. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, you're just catching me doing the finishing parts of the Tyranid kill team. I don't know if I'll do any edge highlighting on these guys, but I think once I'm done doing this bit of green, they're pretty much tabletop ready. Painting trim broke Jake. Now he's a true believer in chaos. Honestly, painting like trim for the Chosen and the painting trim for the Chosen when I did that was a lot of painting. And I'm a little bit scared if I ever have to paint the Legionnaire for Ben. I haven't done Death Guard before. At least yet. I feel like if I did Death Guard, I'm just going to paint them with a sponge. And not even worry about the trim. The Thousand Suns, though, I don't know. I might actually enjoy the Thousand Suns because it's blue and gold. And I like painting blue, but definitely don't know how I feel about the trim. Fair enough. Actually, isn't like Thousand Suns paint scheme actually red and gold? They're only blue if they're Rubric Marines. Am I wrong with that? Yeah, I thought some of them were still red and only like the Rubric Marines turn blue. It's like very few of them are still red because those are the only ones that didn't get taken by the Rubric of Armon. I think for 30K, my favorite scheme is the Dark Angels. That black and red with silver just looks so nice. But I'm also a fan of the Salamanders. Oh, the Salamanders are so good. But if I ever get into 30k, I'm doing I'm doing Iron Warriors. If I ever get into 30k, I'm doing Iron Warriors. It's the only Chaos Legion I'll do. I was going to do it for 40k, but because I have a friend that is playing Chaos, I feel like I don't have to now. Ooh, that does sound like a cool color scheme. Ugh, excuse me. I don't know much about like older Warhammer color schemes. Actually, weren't like salamanders initially yellow with stripes? Like, wasn't that their old color scheme? Oh, I just remembered one I kind of wanted to try. I want to try painting a Space Marine in the Jurassic Park colors. And I've seen someone do it before, and I'm like, that'd be really good as a salamander army. Okay, Matthew said, I'm sculpting just a random tentacle for my Blight Lord Terminator now. Missing bits make it a tentacle job's a good one. Ah, the desert camo. Okay. I'm curious now if I can find the scheme I was thinking of. I will do a quick look. Jurassic. Yeah, someone did do a Jurassic scheme. It was mostly green with yellow and red. Damn it! Gods damn it! I've decided again I'm changing my color scheme for the salamanders. It's a frustration of like goodness, but I'm frustrated by it in a positive light. I need to close this before the video plays. I do know the channel that made it. I'm saving the image and I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, this is even a better full image. Okay, don't mind the little ant crawling around. It's just doing its ant job. Where are you? Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Did I... Is it in this... Oh, jeez, my PC looks so full. Cancel that. Hold on. Okay. Let's see if I can get this right now. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Yeah, I'm straight up blind. I can't seem to find it. What does it get downloaded as? If I hit save image, yeah, it's a JPEG. Hold on, I am like determined now to try and find it. Oh, it is on my desktop. So why is it not? I don't know what image that just changed. It might not have been any image. We're going to remove those two. Okay, we are going to add another. Let's see if I can actually find it. I know it's there. I literally saw it before on my desktop. There we go. This was the color scheme that is based in like Jurassic Park colors. And I think I'm going to do my Space Marines, or at least my Salamander Army, in this color scheme. I like the copper. It's got a little bit of yellow on the bottom, which I could do as gold if I so choose or whatever. And then it's got a dark green color. You got some red stripes on it. Yeah, we are going to do that for myself when I do the Space Marines at some point. We're going to throw on the music again. I apologize for the deviation. I was focused on a subject, and I would be damned if I wasn't going to find it. The guy that made that particular scheme, so I give him credit. Heresy for Hereticus? Heresy for Hereticus, I believe is his name. I know he's on YouTube, and he's also on Instagram as well. A good channel. I like his shorts whenever he does upload his shorts, and he does quick little like painting guides. His main thing he's known for is synthwave. He paints a lot of his. I think he mostly does Eldar, but he's done a lot of models in synthwave aesthetic patterns, which is pretty cool. Hello, Rory. The doggo came to say hi. He's such a good boy. I feel bad for him when I'm sitting here painting and he has to be by himself. I want to give him love and attention. Okay, very slowly. I don't feel like there's enough water even added to this green paint. Let's get the little eyes done. Come on. Trying to get inside the eye of that little guy. So many of these heads are covered by the other claw. I'm only able to get like one eye at a time. But at least we got one model left, and then... Damn, do I call that a night after this guy? I don't know. I don't want to call it a night. Okay. Are there any other old, like, Warhammer color schemes that are pretty cool? I know I talked about the Salamanders one before. Someone was mentioning 1,000 Suns. I think that'd be... Maybe I should look that up at some point. It's all the different older paint schemes for the Space Marine Legions. Okay. Just gonna hit the eyes a little bit now. Okay. So besides the bases, these are pretty much tabletop ready. I'm gonna do a little bit of extra color on the greens for these guys. Let's see, what was the darkest one I went? I went with Eternal Hunt. Shoot, I'll just bump it up to the final green. So we'll pick you back up. And yeah, that's the other thing I can do is I can paint all the rocks and stuff that they're on. Now we're going to try doing a couple vertical lines. Okay, okay. I've gone into focus mode so much right now. Just trying to be precise on my details. And I want to apologize about that. I mean, I'm trying to make the model look good for me, but it's not very entertaining for the voices right now, so... There we go. Look at that little bit of... extra effect. I don't know how well you guys can see, but if you can see that yellow, not yellow, the yellow green highlight I just threw on the crest there, that's what I'm kind of doing to all the important green bits. So like his little tubercle spots and the tongues that stick out, all those are getting that green color effect. Just show me a message. Oh, it was in here. And I'm just gonna pop code here and just see what's going on. Okay, okay. That little ant is back climbing on the models again. He's trying to become one with all the bugs. Oh, I never got your eyes. You'll get really bright green eyes. How about that? I wonder if I stayed up late enough I could start streaming to the Japanese audience. Or the Japanese people. I know I've had a couple people appear once in a while from Japan. I think that was a very late stream when I did that. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, your tail. Forgot about your tail there, bud. Oh. It's just adding those few little detail parts right now. Not even detail, just random highlights, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just kind of rambling. Just saying words to say words. Speaking into the void. Like, is anyone even there? Okay, cool. So, all the green is done. Now I'm going to move over to doing some stone. Well, I'm going to give it a bit of a stone texture look on the bases. Like, I want to do some grays and stuff like that. Just make it look a little rocky. Because I think that these guys are popping up into a city environment to go and attack, like, their target. I moved away from doing like all the tan colors I did on bases before. Now I'm just kind of sticking with grays. Let's start with you. Start with why, what? I don't know how, and that's all I know of the song so far. It doesn't matter how hard you cry, be that it may. And I'm jumbling the words of that song right now in my head. I almost just touch the greens. I don't need to touch the greens. I am so excited to actually use these against some of my friends. These are going to be a fun kill team to use, and also fun to use in like the Tyrannid army whenever I get to building that. I think these are like in my top 3 favorite Tyranid models. Hormagaunts are definitely sitting at number 1. These guys are probably sitting at number... If I have to be specific on which ones sit on my favorite, it's these 2 styles of Reavers that sit at number 2 for me. And number 3 is probably the Norm, Assimilator, and Emissary. Those sit at number 3 for like favorite models I have. The Pyrovore is number 4. I gotta build and make the 2 that I have at some point. Hopefully relatively soon. And I think those would be fun to use, my little mini tanks. Yeah, we'll do this one next. Other than that, I don't know. And then kind of goes to like Space Marine and Custody models that are my favorites above the Tyranids. I also got to finish the Warhammer book I'm reading. I got like another 10 hours in the book, and I've already spent like 8 into it. It's been a long ass book. But it's also been making me tempted to get into Age of Sigmar a little bit more. At least the book that I have been listening to. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But it follows a bunch of Stormcasts right now. It's like one of the start here books for AOS. And it's been enjoyable so far. The part I just finished up is the Stormcast stopped a Zenitian plot and helped the Sylvaneth, I believe is their name, get back some of their like tree egg young spirit things. So that's one part of the book right now. Now I'm following a different story. It's like multiple stories within one. Okay. I love Cork for the effect it gives, like being a nice flat rock section, but it's kind of a pain to paint. Just a little bit of a pain. Okay. That's that guy. Now we move on to another one. Okay, here we go. God, that could have been so much worse. I almost caught it with the hand that the brush is in, and I would have jabbed a full loaded bunch of gray paint on my already painted model. Would not have been fun to deal with. I think I'm going to add some PVA glue to this section in here. And then paint that all kind of green to be the acid. Maybe. I'm still kind of debating on that. I'm definitely... I kind of forgot like some of the details I was going to do in the beginning when making these. So now I was like trying to remember all the older steps that you did. I don't think the music really fits to what I'm painting here right now. But maybe I'm just desensitized to it because it's been the same music every single stream. Okay. Ow. Even if I don't finish these models tonight, I'll finish it off camera because it's literally just painting up the bases at this point. I will say these are some like the coolest bases I've seen on model so far. But these are just GW made bases. I know I've made cooler bases myself. Well, at least I've tried to make cooler bases. I don't know if I've succeeded or not. Okay. Well, that's done. Now we go back to the beginning and we go up another layer of gray. Awesome. Come on. I'm just going to hit it a little bit in some spots with this lighter gray. I remember looking at the rocks on my hike today and I'm like, oh yeah, all of them are not just one straight gray color across. They are a multi of different layers and cracks and crevices of different color. I never want to see a Tyranid in real life. They are a terrifying creature the more I look at them. Like, they look cool and awesome, but no thank you. You can stay in the fictional world. I don't want a damn thing to do with a Tyranid. Also, I guess a weird little segue that I'm going to kind of say is, I was randomly thinking about, like, D&D characters that I want to play in the future. And I came, like, in my mind on one that would have a pet. I want to give my guy, in one of my games, a pet flying turtle. It looks like a dragon turtle, but it just walks on land and it can fly. I guess it'd be classed as a pseudo dragon. I'd also probably be happy with just like a lizard that looked like a turtle. Like, I like turtles, but I want it to be longer. Like, give it a longer tail and a more like, oh, I'm thinking of the creature. Literally, the head of a snapper kind of like this a little bit, and the same shell style, but the tail to like match with it. Just a very long tail. I don't know what I'd play that guy as. He might be a spellcaster if I ever do that. Because it'd be like a Find Familiar type thing, or maybe a druid with the Find Familiar spell. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'm going to send in my pseudo dragon turtle. I feel like at that point, Afro, I would just make an Ankylosaurus as a pet. But I don't disagree with the idea. I don't disagree with the idea one bit. Shite, why not? I'm gonna look up. I probably shouldn't look up while I'm streaming, but I'm going to. I'm going to look up the little guy that I could be thinking of. Ba, 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 ba. Can I find him in like cute form? Was it chibi? Oh, yep. I found the little image I was looking for. And I'm going to send that directly to my friend. Come on. What is it saved as? It's just a bunch of numbers. Well, why don't I just... I mean, they're kind of like a prehistoric turtle, yes. But also, like, prehistoric turtles in general have a very weird evolution line. Anyway, I'm going to send you the... So Afro's my friend in real life, and I sent him the image I was thinking of. If anyone's ever saw this anime or like TV show, the TV show Dino Kings or like Dinosaur King had like this little Ankylosaurus like guy that was a part of the bad guys. I wanted him so bad to be joining the good guys in that show, but I love the look of the little Ankylosaurus, and I'm like, I want him so much as a pet. I would saw an arm and a leg off for this little guy. I need him. Oh, I found out like my two favorite style of dinosaurs are actually related. And I was so happy about that. So like Triceratops and Pachycephalosauruses were actually related, and I could not have be happier because those literally it's number 1 and number 3 are like history related now. Yeah, he's such a cool little pet. He would be an awesome little pet. My doggo decided to jump on the bed, and he saw that I noticed him and he came over for pets. He's now sitting on the bed, upset that I'm not petting him. But he will have to deal with it. Also, random swamp thought coming in. I really want a cheeseburger, but I don't want it with dill pickles. I want it with bread and butter pickles. I gotta buy some hamburger meat and make some like cheeseburgers for myself. It's been far too long since I've had one. Like I don't order cheeseburgers from the store because I get like locally farm raised meat. And after I did that, it just ruined getting hamburger from like a grocery store. Also, Afro, we gotta schedule time so we can play Warhammer together. We probably could have done it these last 2 days, but I just didn't reach out. But I feel like every time we try to do it, something else comes up. You believe in drill supremacy. What do you mean by that, bud? But yeah, we definitely should get a game in together before we start the D&D campaign. I haven't written the encounter yet. I'm kind of waiting on like your guys' character sheets to do some of the story. But making the first encounter, I have it planned out. Oh, dill pickles. I'm not saying dill pickles are not good. I like dill pickles. I just like also other pickles. sometimes a dill pickle might actually ruin a burger when like a more sweeter pickle would have enhanced it. But dill pickles are like always my go-to. I'll snack on these pickles even without anything. Although heresy, it is not heresy to enjoy other pickles. This is why our models are fighting. They're fighting over pickles. You guys believe that dill pickles are the best, and I believe that all pickles are good. I can hear the dog whining at me just a little bit. And I looked at him, and then he looked at me, and he's like, "Are you going to pet me?" And I'm like, "No." Bread and butter are not as bad as you think. I used to think they were really bad, and then I had them on a burger, and I'm like, "Oh, these are actually really good." And then I just kind of started eating like bread and butter on their own. The other thing that I also think is like, I don't think dill is overrated. I think it's used too much. Like out of all the pickle flavors, it's the one that everyone always makes. And it's really just because people like the vinegar taste of it. Like, I don't know how much is really dill, but like most people enjoy that vinegar taste. And I'm not disagreeing. It is a good flavor. I throw vinegar in my food in general. And it is a good style for pickles. But it's just so overused. Now you can roast me on that in person later, Ben, if you want, or however you want to do that. He probably got so upset he just left stream. Do. See, after adding that little bit of lighter stone or lighter gray to it, it actually makes it look a little bit more like proper stone. Okay. Do not disc the plain cucumber. A plain cucumber is one of the best snacks I've ever had as a child. And on top of that, a plain cucumber with just salt and a little bit of pepper is even better. But if we're just talking about plain cucumbers, no, do not disc the plain cucumber. I think what we need to do, Afro, is we need to get a couple jars of different pickles and put them on burgers, blindfold you. No, I do not agree that bread and butter is better than a plain pickle. If you really want my listing on where I put, like, my pickle thing, I put plain cucumbers at the top. I'll do bread and butter, and then I'll do vinegar or dill. A plain cucumber, yes, is better than bread and butter, but I feel like just dill is so overused that I put bread and butter above it. In most situations, I'm going to eat like that pickle in a sandwich form, and I'm thinking mostly a burger. I'm thinking a really savory burger with like red onion, lettuce, not lettuce. Okay, we'll meet up in person. We'll grab a bunch of pickles. I'll blindfold you. I'll put them on a bunch of basic burgers with a couple other condiments, and then you tell me where they stand. Actually, a better so if I was to build a burger, I would throw on ketchup, mustard, and relish and pickles. I know relish is just a form of pickle chopped up, thrown on top. But I am adding the relish on top. I will make a burger with those three condiments. And then I will also throw 3 different kind of pickles on top. And if you can tell me which one you like more, then I will concede. You still won't change my opinion on what I like for a goddamn pickle, but yeah. And sometimes I will also eat a spicy pickle, because they make pickles with like chili peppers and stuff in them. The relish is to mass. No, okay, no relish then. No relish. Other condiments are on it though. Because if I was just to do like the pure bread and butter, you would taste the difference and you would say, nah, I don't want that. But if it's mixed in with the other flavors you normally have with a burger, then yeah, I think you would enjoy it. I like how every once in a while I get someone that just starts chatting, and then I get really vocal again, and then when everyone gets quiet, I just get super quiet again. The voices are many but few. Anyway. Pickle talks aside, let's keep a pushing. Okay, let's see. I'm getting close. I want to be done with this part so much, but it needs to be done. This is the point that I'm finding really annoying and tedious. Okay. Sure, I could do a little bit more, but I'm going to call it there. I think I knocked off a piece right there. Like, not of the model, but like of the paint stuff I had there before. But that is all. That's the kill team pretty much done and ready for the tabletop. Could I do some edge highlighting and make it pop that extra step? Yes. But I think for where I'm at and for what I'm going to use these for, these are more than enough. Show that little... Look at that little cutie right there. Look at him ready to rip your face off. I love him. I think the Wrecker is my favorite and this guy's my second favorite. I want to make him a better base if I ever do this one again. But with that all being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It has been a pleasure having you all here and chatting and talking with everybody. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. If you want to support the channel, I have a coffee that you can donate to. Everything you donate goes straight back into the channel, whether it be upgrading microphones, upgrading cameras, getting editors for videos and stuff. It just goes all straight into the channel. If you like what you see here and you want to be part of the community, I have a Discord that is completely free to join. It is in the channel description as well. It is not just a Warhammer painting space, even though that's mostly what I've done. It is a creator space in general. Whether you want to paint, whether you paint in general, or if you do woodcraft, metalcraft, any sort of craft, even cosplay, it's a place for you. Come and hang out. Come and be part of the community. And if you enjoyed the content here, feel free to like and subscribe. I will post when the next stream is by tomorrow or Monday. But we will see. The next stream will most likely be Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm debating if that's going to be chaos or if I do myself a challenge of trying to paint inclusiveness. Yeah, we definitely try to be inclusive here. Welcome. No, fair enough. I can't read sometimes either. You're popping in at just the end of the stream, though, there, Zella. But welcome to the stream. I hope you enjoyed the little bit that you're here. I was just about to finish up for the night. But feel free to, watch back on any of the VODs and stuff. Everything is uploaded to the channel. And as I was just saying, the next stream will be Tuesday, August... Yeah, Tuesday, August... what's the date? August 12th will be my next stream. I will do it at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will go until about 10. Usually I would have gone a little bit longer today, but I don't have any other models set up. And like I said, I could push these guys a little bit further, but I think they're pretty much done and ready for what I need to use them for. So, yeah. I hope you guys all enjoy your night and go out there and make something awesome. I know you will.